Welcome back to the PI Planning Cooking Show. So, what's with the shit? Well, it's Rugby World Cup time. And as you may know, I'm from a little country called New Zealand, far, far, far away, like a really, really long way, well, from where I'm standing today. But the World Cup's in Japan, which is a great country to be in. And New Zealand, of course, are playing.
Welcome to the PI Planning Cooking Show with Shane Harrison.
I'm sure you're not here for a conversation about rugby. In fact, I'm glad because I don't know that much. Let's talk about the inspect and adapt. I normally split the inspect and adapt into two pieces. Piece number one, the PI system demo, and the part, in particular, the product-related parts of the performance metrics. So we should have certain product-related performance metrics around response times and things like that we're measuring. And of course, one of the most important product-related metrics is predictability. So how reliable are we at delivering? So let's first look at that art system demo, the PI system demo to be exact. That demo should not be 3 or 4 hours long. Yes, it does contain things that you have shown during your team demos and your system demos and the iterations across the PI. However, what this is a summary of the most valuable elements of that presented to the organization as a whole, because everybody is there, but especially it's being presented to the leadership on the product side. So a lot of the time what you'll find is your system demos is you'll get certain elements of the business coming to you. And they'll come to your system demo, and often in system demo you might be showing what one team is doing, contributing towards an objective, and what another team has done in a different demo towards the objective. And what happens in the art demo is you bringing those two things together. So you're showing the whole piece of functionality, and there will be a lot of stuff you don't show because we are demonstrating the objectives that we have met. There are a lot of things that we do during the PI that contribute towards meeting an objective, but they aren't directly visible in the demo. That's okay, because one of the things that's going to happen is we're going to have a look at the performance metrics, the predictability metrics, and so we're trying to focus on the things that we need to demonstrate success in the art and the team's individual objectives. Keep it short, keep it under an hour. There's lots of opinions on this, but get your people, and I mean the developers who wrote the code, to do the demo. They do not get very much time in front of senior people, and they don't get much opportunity to learn how to communicate with them. So spend a little bit of time helping them prepare and getting them to prepare. And that could be a mid-level developer in one of your teams. It could be a PO. I tend to avoid using product managers to do these demos. Try to get the people who do the work up in front, doing the demo and getting the feedback. So that's really important. The next step, like I said, was elements of the art performance metrics. The product ones, the ones that are relevant to that group. The reason I split it in half is there are certain performance metrics relating to how the art is running that aren't necessarily of interest to the whole of your audience. So once you've done your PI system demo, once you've shown some of those metrics and had a conversation, that whole thing should be absolutely in less than an hour and a half. Then have a break. Have a Kit Kat. Oh, I'm not sure if I'm supposed to advertise, but anyway, have a break. And in that break, one of the things we're asking our senior leaders to do, and you should warn them beforehand, is that we want you to mingle with as many people here as you can and communicate to them your feedback, positive ideally, on what you have seen. You're probably getting sick of me talking about motivation, but this is a key time when you might have the leader of your development organization who isn't directly involved in the art, who can actually go out and talk to the individual people, not on a broadcast manner. Talk one-to-one to say, how many people can you talk to? You might say it in a slightly different way given their seniority, but you know what I'm trying to say. Also, it means during that break, there will be some business people and even senior IT people who just can't constructively participate in the next stage, which is about learning and improving, or won't benefit from being there. So you make them optional. So then when you move on to the next bit, which we're going to cover in the next episode, when we're talking about, again, we're going back to the performance metrics, but we will look specifically at how the teams have performed in terms of how our execution has run. We'll do a retrospective to learn what we need to improve. And of course, we will try to fix stuff, so we will do problem solving. But not everybody that's coming to that demo will necessarily want to do that. So, thank you for coming to this 20th episode of the PI Planning Cooking Show. We have built for you 20 delicious meals about PI planning and SAFe. So I hope you've enjoyed them, and we are at the SAFe Summit. So come say hi, come play with the PI Planning app, the best PI planning app for remote teams. Come say hi to me, and if you have something interesting to say, we would like to interview you. If you have some people you would like to see us interview, put it in the comments or write to us. Have a great day and enjoy this little morsel of PI planning today, and we'll bring another one back to you next week. Ciao for now. See you next week.
That's the PI Planning Cooking Show with Shane Harrison.